What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the debut album from the band Blood Incantation, entitled Starspawn. This is released on Dark Descent Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Denver, Colorado, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very technical, atmospheric, Anunnaki-influenced style of death metal. Yeah. When it comes to extreme metal, there often is the case of bands that happen to get very, very well known, very well appreciated, and hyped up to a point where anything that they put out, whether it be big or small, seems like an event. And honestly, in the last couple of years, I would say Blood Incantation has become one of those kinds of bands. They're a very special entity in it when it comes to death metal because of what they write about, what they perform, what they do, and how they do it. I really think that the hype for a band like this is justified and well-deserved. And it all started with some really awesome demos, like their first self-titled demo in 2013, their second demo in 2013, and then the Astral Spells demo in 2014. Really awesome and solid stuff. But it wasn't until last year that people really got to have a firm grasp of what Blood Incantation are, or whatever, with the debut EP, Interdimensional Extinction. Just a marvelous record. I mean, it's far and away different from your average sort of death metal release. It's technical, but it's also smart. It's intelligent. It's taut. It's suffocating in a sense. From the riff work, to the vocals, to the song structuring, to the drumming, it feels like genuine, true-to-the-heart death metal. But the way this band handles it, it's just in a complete league of its own. Very much respectful to the roots of early death metal, but with a more modern contemporary sort of twist. And while I really enjoyed the Interdimensional Extinction EP at first, after listening to it more and more, it began to click with me. I learned to love it that much more. And I totally can see why a band like Blood Incantation have been so loved and appreciated by death metal fans recently. When word got out about a new album with a debut album coming out from this band, of course the hype was going to continue to form for a project like this, and I was excited. I was excited to hear what was going to happen, how things were going to be picked up from the last release this band put out. And now here we are with the debut full-length from Blood Incantation entitled Starspawn. This is it. This is the big moment for them. It's 5 tracks, and it clocks in at around 35 minutes in length. And after listening to this album for quite a lengthy period of time, I honestly think that not only is the hype for a band like this justified, but this is a debut album that will be very memorable for many more years to come. I think this is one of the best genuine pieces of death metal to come out in 2016. I am very pleased with an album like this. This has really stood above and exceeded any and all expectations I had for a release like this, and I just think that Blood Incantation is going to be the death metal band to be paying attention to, regardless of what type of metal styles you love, enjoy, or appreciate. I really think this band is so good at what they do, and they are so intelligent at how they deliver it too. I mean, this album pretty much starts off with a bang with the opening track, Vitrification of Blood Part 1. It is the longest song on here at around 13.5 minutes in length. But within the 13 minutes of this opening track, you really get a grasp of what type of musical styles Blood Incantation do. The way everything sounds on that song, the way everything is exacted out on, the way everything is delivered, I just think it's so amazing. The guitar playing on this song is just so damn awesome. I love how every riff is structured, how every riff sounds, how every riff is made out to be. The bass work is very good too. The drumming is excellent. I just love the pace that the drums bring throughout this entire track, especially for it being such a lengthy song, for it moving in the pace that it does, from very quick to very mid to moderate pacing to the vocal stylings. I just really think it's awesome. But aside from the proper way that this album gets open, the next 4 tracks down definitely seem pretty damn shabby too. It's just very mesmerizing, the type of atmosphere and the type of delivery this band brings. It's almost crushing in a sense. Moving on to later tracks like Chaoplasm and the title track, I mean, just some really, really amazing guitar playing going on here. Very lively, very energetic. I love the way these guitar riffs sound. It's incredible. Even the solo work is very meticulous sounding. I just love how every riff and every solo on here is meaningful and it means something. It adds a level of depth and importance to a release like this, especially for the overall vibes and feelings of a release like this. I know the word atmospheric seems to get thrown around a lot for a lot of bands, but in the case of Blood Incantation, I really think that them bringing together an atmosphere with a sound like this really, really works. It works for their favor, and it works out quite nicely. Going back to the bass guitar, I honestly think that it's a really, really good addition to an album like this, because this has basically been a guitar-driven sort of band, but them including the bass as an extra added element to the band and to the overall sound of Starspawn just makes things work all the way through very good here. The drumming on here is very, very awesome, very fluid, very natural sounding. I love the blasting, I love the double, the drum fills, the overall syncopations throughout this entire record, especially once again to some of the lengthier tracks on here, going back to the first, to the 2 Vitrification of Blood songs. The first part, which is the opening track, and then the track Hidden Species. Those 2 songs together definitely gel so well perfectly, and I just love that this drummer does such wonderful things with how he handles the lengthy tracks on this record. But don't mistake the methodical paces of those songs for him not having any instances of being quick and speedy. I really think that he does great pace work with the drumming here on this record. Even the sole instrumental track of this record, Meticulous Soul Devourment, really just shows you how smart and intelligent these guys are when it comes to crafting musicianship. The songwriting aspects of Starspawn really shine together well and work out perfectly. I just love how every single song flows together and goes at goes very great throughout the next songs, going into another song and then going into another song. You guys get where I'm going here with this. But anyway, moving on to the vocals. I really think this vocalist does some really awesome things here. I really like his style and approach. It's a very straightforward, understandable, well-worded and well-delivered sort of vocal performance. I love what he does here. I love the lyrical content. I definitely think it's very thought-provoking and very smart, especially for the overall spacey, futuristic sort of vibes going on with a release like this. I really enjoyed how the lyrics were brought together on the Interdimensional Extinction EP, and here on Starspawn it just goes that much further. It's elaborated that much further for this band's style and concept, and I really think that great things are being done here with Starspawn as far as a vocal and lyric writing thing go together. I really think this is awesome stuff, and I'm really happy that Blood Incantation finally put out an album like Starspawn. So overall, this is definitely going to be in my top 10 of this year. This has definitely earned a spot in my top 10 of this year. I really think Blood Incantation have come into their own with a record like Starspawn. I honestly believe, once again, that the hype for a band like this is justified. The hype for a release like Starspawn is justified. And honestly, if you are a fan of death metal, whether it be old, new, modern, technical, this is just a genuine death metal band to the heart, and I really look forward to hearing what future things come from a band like this. I really think that these guys are genuinely passionate about what they do and how they do it, and better things are going to be soon to come from this band. But yeah, savor every single minute of the 35 minutes that you're going to get with an album like Starspawn, because you are going to want to play this over and over and over again. This album has immediate replayability. It's definitely worth playing over and over again, whether you have it on CD, record, or tape, whatever format you happen to own it on. It is definitely worth playing over and over again, especially for all 5 tracks that are on this release. This is just so damn awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to the Dark Descent Bandcamp page where you can stream this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can stream it by digitally, and it is available in a wide multitude of physical formats. It is available on CD, cassette tape, and I was very lucky enough to get one of the vinyl versions of this record. It sold out relatively fast. I don't really know the limitations all that well, but let me show you the record in detail here with this really awesome spacey sort of picture going on here. I like that they involve like older NASA pictures from early NASA days or something like that. Really, really badass picture. Really, really awesome presentation and delivery for a release like this. Of course, you have the lyric sheet with the band members, credits, lyrics. I love that they have names for all of the solos on this record, like on the track Chaoplasm, you have Abysmal Decay of Ancient Dreams. On Hidden Species, you have a solo called Fractal Humanoid Dimensions. It's just so damn badass. I love how creative this band really is. Comes with a nifty little poster, some very weird looking artwork, but I definitely think it fits the theme of a project like Blood Incantation. Yeah, very strange and obscure artwork, but it's very suitable and fitting for something like this. I believe all the vinyl versions come with digital download copies if you want to put it on your iPad or your computer or something. Likewise, if you have the version, download it yourself through there. And I happen to get the red vinyl version. Yeah, very gorgeous red vinyl color. Side A, Side B, old school. I hope Dark Descent does more vinyl with this sort of stamping in it. Very old school in quality. And this sold so well, this is going to get an immediate repress. So if you missed out the first time, you have an opportunity to not only get this particular Blood Incantation record, but this other Blood Incantation record. So yeah, this is just a great, great death metal band. So let me show you the album again. This is Starspawn by Blood Incantation. This is released on Dark Descent Records. This is mandatory purchasing. And for a score, I'm going to give this a very, very solid 9.5 out of 10. Very, very incredible debut full-length album. I honestly believe the hype is justified, and even the hype sticker that's on the sleeve for this record makes you want to listen to it and just peep it out and check it out. I think it's that damn good. So, yeah, if you happen to have heard this album, definitely let me know what you think about it and how you feel about it. Are any of you guys into Blood Incantation? Or any of you guys into this band's body of work? Or have you heard any of their releases? Let's talk about it. Let's nerd and geek out over this band together. So, I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until the next time, Army Hell out.